1, fire!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to actually be joining from. This is Andy with the first call of the week, and we are going to take you through a few things. We're going to talk about the metaverse proposition. We're also going to talk about our pre-sale of Gmeta tokens, for those of you who are new and want to know what on earth's going on here. And we're going to talk about some news from the metaverse as well. I'm going to start bringing in some outside news as well, independent news, so you know you can see what's going on in the business world and in real life, really, with regard to the metaverse. There's some amazing headlines I've just been reading today, which I'm going to share with you as well. So guys, what we're doing here, we're doing a few things. We are Gmeta One. We are creating a digital universe, a metaverse, if you want to call it that. And also, we are in pre-sale of Gmeta tokens. Now, that is the currency we're going to use in our digital world. Now, as well as that, we are also building bridges between other existing digital universe projects, things like Sandbox, CryptoVoxels, Somnium Space. We've already got a presence there under the Gmeta banner. We've got the Gmeta Arena. We've got an office in Decentraland, and we've also an office block, actually. We've also got another arena in Somnium Space. So we're already well established in key areas in these other metaverses. That is to bring people to us, you know, simple as that. We don't see those as opposition. We see them as an opportunity to share our offering with as many people as possible and bring them to us for when we actually launch. But first of all, let's have a look. First of all, I'm going to run a teaser video. Now, that teaser video is going to give you an idea of what we're trying to achieve here. Okay. Okay, guys, yes, you haven't missed the boat because, if you want to get involved today in something like a sandbox or Decentraland or Somnium Space, if you want to buy a piece of land there, it's going to cost you somewhere in the region of probably 2, 3 Ethereum. It's going to be the guts of $10,000. And then you'll actually have to learn how to build on it. And it'll cost you money to build a premises on that land. And then you'll have to buy furniture for it, etc., etc. Very expensive, but you haven't missed the boat. This is your opportunity, another chance at the metaverse. Now let's have a look at our launchpad, as we call it, our back office. Now, as I said already, we are in pre-sale of Gmeta tokens. Now that video is slightly out of date, the one you've just seen, because we're actually in round one. We're actually in round two. In round one, you could purchase slots. We're selling in rounds of 1 million. We're going to be selling a total of $5 million worth of Gmeta tokens. That represents 20% of the total that'll ever be created. And we're selling them in rounds of 1 million. Now, round one was a minimum of $10 spend to get you on board. But we're in round two now, and the minimum is $50. What I would urge you to do if you're watching this for the first time is get back to the person who invited you to watch this video and get their link. Use that link to join up and then immediately purchase at least one slot. You can buy as many as you wish. As you can see, no problems there. And you can use a variety of cryptocurrencies to do so. There's Bitcoin, Litecoin, Tron, Dogecoin, and Dash. And I think we're going to bring Binance on board as well, BNB. So, okay, guys, the reason I say make a purchase straight away is because that means your link will then become live. You get this link when you join, but it's useless until you actually make a purchase. Now, what does that entitle you to? It entitles you to a bonus match from your level 1 referrals. What does that mean? Well, if I brought Miguel on and Miguel purchases $1,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, because I use my link, I will get 100% bonus match. I will get $1,000 worth of Gmeta tokens as well. Now, Miguel brings his wife Sylvia on, and she makes a purchase of $1,000 worth of Gmeta tokens. Then Miguel will get $1,000, but I would actually get 50%. I get $500 worth of Gmeta tokens. Now, that's because she would be my level 2 referral. Now, in this way, for sharing, you can stack millions and millions of Gmeta tokens for nothing. Now, you can only do that in this pre-sale. Once this pre-sale is sold out, when we've hit the 5 million target, that is it. You will not earn any more free Gmeta tokens. So what you do between now and launch will dictate how many Gmeta tokens you have and the quality of your existence when we do launch our metaverse. Okay, so this is a very, very unique opportunity. Now, as well as that, we also have, if you click leaderboard in the back office, we've got 4 competitions. Now, what do these do? Well, okay, these are competitions where if you finish in the top 10 at the end of each round, now we've already given out round 1 prizes as well already in each of these 4 categories. So if you end up in the top 10 in each of these categories, you will earn yourself an NFT, an exclusive NFT, which you can hold and sell later for profit or stake it for residual income. Now, the categories are as follows: top 10 recruiters, direct referrals. That's the people with the most direct referrals with a minimum of 1 slot purchased, $50. Top 10 team builders is the people with the most people on level 1 and 2 who have made a minimum purchase. Top 10 team contributors, that is the people whose teams have purchased the most Gmeta tokens. And finally, the top 10 investors. That is the people who have seen fit to put the most in. And as you can see, this round alone, somebody's put in nearly $79,000. We had somebody did $150,000 last round as well. Now, so what happens at the end of the round? Well, each of these top 10 lists will get the NFT. And in addition, each of the top 10 will have their names put into a draw to win an Oculus Quest 2 virtual reality headsets. So we're giving away 4, one for each of these competitions. And finally, we will take all 40 names who are in the 4 top 10s, put them into one big draw for a 5th Oculus Quest 2 virtual reality headset. And that is state-of-the-art, top-of-the-range headset. Okay, so we also have a little incentive for the first 300 people who see fit to put in $10,000 into Gmeta tokens. Now they will become a VIP. Now I'm going to show you a little video of what happens if you do that, or if you know somebody does that and they do it. As you can see, we've had a lot of people putting in quite a lot of money. But let's have a look at a video just to explain what the incentive is for doing that.
Say make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Fat pockets. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your hands up. You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. Holla, holla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla.
Okay guys, that is our VIP incentive. Now, yes, indeed, if you're one of the people who puts in 10,000, and it doesn't matter if you're in the top 300, you will actually get your name put in for a chance to win one of those 3 cars. And we're going to give away the keys to those cars when we launch our metaverse once we've hit the 5 million target. You can also take the cash if you're outside the USA. So win-win all around. Now, you might not have $10,000. You might know somebody, however, who does. So please ask everybody about this. Show this to the world, because you never know. If somebody puts in $10,000, guess what happens? You also earn $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens. Now, going into the back office again, I'm going to do some news as well. Some amazing stuff I've just been reading, blew my mind. And it's all happening, guys. Okay, so let's just do what I like to call dream mode. Okay, now please don't take this as any kind of indication that this would happen, or a prediction of the future value of Gmeta tokens. But let me just tell you something, guys. We've got Sandbox, Decentraland, and Somnium Space. They are existing metaverse projects. They all have their own tokens. Sandbox's token was launched at 8 cents, and Sandbox, the all-time high for it was over $8. Decentraland launched at 2 cents. Their all-time high was $5.89. Somnium Space's token launched at 2 cents. The all-time high for that one was $28.12. So there's history here. Generally speaking, metaverse projects and their tokens have performed very, very well, and some people have made extraordinary amounts of money out of them. Now, the thing with us is we're different, because we are taking 2.5 million of the money raised in this pre-sale and putting it into locked liquidity. That's unheard of, guys, unheard of. Now, that's going to make this token a very stable and attractive proposition to people who want to invest in it. That's the first thing that a cryptocurrency requires, as liquidity. so that people know there's not going to be some sort of rug pull and that people are going to disappear. So we're going to have locked liquidity. Locked liquidity meaning it cannot even be touched by the owners. So that's one thing it needs. The other thing it needs is a use case. Now, as I said at the top of this show, this is the only currency you're going to be able to spend in Gmeta One. So if you want to buy land, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. If you want to build on it, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. If you want to play a game, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. If you want to clothe your avatar, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. If you want to take a leak, you're going to need Gmeta tokens. You get the picture. So the use case as well is undeniable. Undeniable. Now, we need to raise roughly another 4 million. Okay? If we manage to raise $4 million in this pre-sale, the pre-sale will be done. Our token will be launched and our metaverse will be ready. Now, we've got 5,000 people in our Telegram group. Okay? Therefore, if everybody in our Telegram group purchased $800 worth of Gmeta tokens, that would be it. It would be done. Game over. Now, I hear you say you don't have $800. Okay, if you don't have $800, you might know 8 people who have $100, or 16 people who have $50, or 4 people who have $200, or 2 people with $400. Doesn't matter how you do it. If you manage to raise $800, either by personally investing it or bringing people on board, then you would have 34.4 million Gmeta tokens, like so. Let's have a look. Now, our token. Imagine our token went to not $28. Just checking if you can see my calculator here. I don't think you can. Bear with me a second. Let me just stop sharing for a second. Didn't do the screen share the proper way. Sorry guys, my fault. Okay, that's better. Okay, as I said, imagine you managed to raise $800 each. Everybody in our Telegram group did that. Okay, you would have 34.4 million. Imagine our token didn't go to $28 or didn't go to $8 or didn't go to $6 like those others I mentioned. Imagine it only went to 5 cents. That's the all-time high it actually managed to reach. 5 tiny cents. So your 34.4 million Gmeta tokens, if our token went all the way to 5 little cents, would now be worth $1.72 million. And you have the chance to raise all of those for absolutely nothing between now and the launch. Now, isn't it worth taking massive action, guys? That's life-changing for anybody. But as I said, it's not a prediction of the future value of our token. But it is doable. It has been done before. We've got previous, I've just shown you, we've got previous with other metaverse tokens. Now, guys, the metaverse, I want to start doing, I'm taking little snippets of the news every day. There's a couple of bits of news that I want to share with you because it's good to see what's actually going on, that we know we're on the right path. Have a look at this. Bear with me 1 second. This is something I saw the other day and it blew my mind. Look at this for a headline, guys. US Air Force are now going to provide training in the metaverse under the title Spaceverse. So the US Air Force has filed a trademark application with the United States Patent and Trademark Office for a Spaceverse, a metaverse that will provide training activities to personnel. The Spaceverse by the US Air Force will be used for extended reality training, testing, and operations environment to the USAF. So they're going to train their pilots in the metaverse. isn't that much safer than training them with multi-million-dollar planes and flight simulators, etc., etc., etc.? Just incredible. So it's a secure digital metaverse that converges terrestrial and space, physical and digital realities. So basically, this is what's already happening. This comes as part of the US armed forces looking to modernize their tactics. This comes at a time when the geopolitical tensions between superpowers have escalated due to the Russia-Ukraine war. The Space Verse will introduce an invincible way of training and will give more training ground to the army than under their control. Just incredible. Just incredible. So it said it's not known as to which blockchain the US Air Force will use, but it's also likely the US Air Force will develop its own blockchain in the coming days. Do you think we're on the right course, guys? You know, think about that. That's mind blowing to me. That is like next level, and it just shows you what we're doing is the right thing. Now, if you want any more backup on that, have a look at this little article. I'm going to do these every day because I'm getting feeds now that show me all the latest information from metaverse projects. This is from another publication. Metaverse will change the way we function, but here's what it means for business. BMW, Disney, Gucci, Warner Brothers are some of the companies already operating in the metaverse. Take a look at the summary of upcoming trends. Now, this was compiled by, what was the name of the company? Just let me, Accenture. Accenture. Okay, so these guys compiled this report. They're a professional services company called Accenture. Okay, it was called Meet Me in the Metaverse. But they've outlined 4 trends, okay? Here's a summary of the 4 trends Accenture says will shape business processes over the next decade as companies prepare for life in the metaverse. WebMe, making the metaverse work for us. Now, the WebMe trend is about how our virtual lives will be designed to deliver what we expect or want from the metaverse. This involves the internet of today being redesigned to create the metaverse of tomorrow, which will be a continuous 3D environment. For businesses, it's a tremendous opportunity up for grabs, they say. But lots of work is needed to build new platforms, products, services, partnerships, and technology. But here's something interesting. BMW is one of those case studies. The auto manufacturers built digital twins of 31 different factories with photorealistic 3D environments. These are used for different functions, including training robots to move around the factory. Again, they're not training pilots this time, they're training robots to move around their factories and become more efficient. Again, just amazing. BMW have been an early adopter of the metaverse. In fact, they had Coldplay playing in their own digital universe, a gig to raise awareness of BMW. Now, number 2 is a programmable world, changing the physical world too. Technology that can be programmed is being interwoven with physical environments in even more sophisticated ways. This includes convergence of 5G, augmented reality, smart materials, ambient computing, connecting devices that use sensors and other Internet of Things technology to talk to each other. This will help companies prepare for the merging of physical and digital technologies in the metaverse. Accenture gives the example of voxels, a type of advanced new material developed at Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the USA. Researchers believe this could be programmed to change in response to its environment, like airplane wings that could shape-shift in response to different air conditions. You know, they're developing this. Now, normally what you'd have to do to achieve that is build a plane and stick it in a wind tunnel. They're using the metaverse to do that. Now, number 3 is the unreal, making the synthetic authentic. This trend relates to the opportunities and also threats of artificial intelligence and its ability to mimic reality. The unreal can sometimes be better, according to the report, like when we speak to a synthetic nurse about a skin rash, or train an AI model with synthetic data adjusted to counter historical discrimination. Yeah, takes away the human factor, as I say, historical discrimination. That, that's somebody's, takes out somebody's opinion out of it. It's just based on fact. Companies should explore using synthetic data. Accenture suggests this is the process of adjusting data collected in the real world to improve it. For example, by removing historical bias. American Express is one company using synthetic data. This allows them to detect more instances of fraud. The report says businesses should ensure that unreal content like chatbots, AI-generated images and video improve customer experiences. Finally, computing the impossible. New machines, new possibilities. Machines today are increasingly able to solve problems that were virtually impossible. Unbelievable. For example, in 2019, Google showed how a quantum computer solved a calculation in 200 seconds that it would have taken the world's fastest supercomputer 10,000 years to do. So businesses need to be part of this wave or risk being swept away by it. This means understanding how these new forms of computing can help solve problems for your own business. And their prediction is by 2026, a quarter of us could be spending at least an hour in a day in the metaverse. A quarter of the population. In a separate study, Accenture say 71% of executives say the metaverse will be good for business. It says shopping, studying, working, and building virtual homes are some of the things we'll be doing there. This is happening, folks. Whether you like it or not, it's going to happen whether you believe it or participate in it. And we're giving you the chance to do just that. Let's get back to me. So, guys, just more and more evidence that we're doing the right thing. We're in the right place at the right time. Now, guys, we've got an awful lot of exciting stuff coming up. You're going to hear more about that on our main call. This is a pre-warm-up call for our actual live call. That's on the screen at the bottom. Our Telegram group. That happens at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 p.m. if you're in the UK. So please make sure you are on that. Now, folks, there's projects out there claim to be metaverse related. They haven't even thought about actually building one. Here's ours. We've actually started building ours, and some of these properties potentially could go on sale very soon.
Don't you think we're done? Don't you think we're done? Make me feel alive. Take my hand and run, let me be the one. Let's just take the dive. Life's only begun. Don't you think we're done?
Okay, folks, this has been amazing. This is all about this call later on. Make sure you're on it and bring somebody with you. Plus, if you're on it, we're always giving stuff away. Every single day on our main call, we give something away. Now, that could be money, that could be Gmeta tokens, that could be NFTs, that could be tools to help you to share this opportunity. So don't miss the calls, guys. You're doing yourself a big disfavor by not being on our Telegram call. So please ensure you drop everything at 4 p.m. Eastern, get in a Telegram group and join our call. We'll see you later. Okay, thanks very much. Have a wonderful remainder of your Monday.